Just please, please, please stay on mute when you are not talking. It will just prevent the background noise or back noise, and we will have that smooth flow, and we will be able to hear the lecture properly, and it's for everyone. And if you have any question, please type it in the chat window, and we will take those questions at the end once Pradeep Pai finishes his lecture as time permits. So just two ground rules, please, please, please stay on mute. And before I pass it over to Pradeep Pai, let me just say thank you, Pradeep Pai, for taking time and coming to this virtual format for giving this presentation. We really appreciate it. And a little about Pradeep Pai, some of you already know, some of you might not know. He is from Mumbai, India, and he is the co-founder of Ahimsa Paramadharma Group and also a motivator or promoter of new diet system. By profession, he is an electric engineer. And for more than, I think, if I'm not wrong, for more than 4 years or so, he has been on this 100% natural, fireless diet. And he has experienced a great health, high energy, vitality, and also inner peace and bliss. He has also talked to several Jain acharyas from different sects, and Jain acharyas, they have also incorporated this new diet system in their meals, and they are also seeing a great benefit. So Pradeep Pai's main intention is for everyone to experience that spiritual bliss along with having good health throughout their life. I'm very excited, and I'm sure you all are also very excited to learn more about it. So without any further ado, we'll pass it over to Pradeep Pai. Pradeep Pai, over to you.
Thank you all for giving me this opportunity. And it's a great occasion for me to be with you people and to share my experiences and the real experiences what we have. And I think today would be a very eventful day for somebody who is looking out for ultimate solutions, and somebody for somebody it may be a shocking things that whatever I'm saying is against the popular beliefs that we have been carrying in the name of religion. But then we have to practically understand that today, where do we stand as far as the health is concerned? The religion which we say bhav bhav ki mukti dila sakta hai, ek sardi khansi se bhi mukti nahi dila sakta hai. And we are also facing the same problems what others are facing. So we really have to think from the basics and the fundamentals, and whatever my experience and my journey has been. And later on, when I studied Mahavir Swami and Uttara Sutra, I realized that whatever has been written and whatever we have decoded, there's a big difference. And after experiencing this benefit, what I found is entirely a different thing. So this is what exactly it is, and I have the slideshow, and I think it's a fairly long slideshow. So I think I should start the program, and so that the maximum coverage can be done, and I will be relatively faster in the slides because the number of slides are more, and try to cover what is the maximum that I can cover. Okay. So thank you all again for giving me this opportunity. Am I visible there?
Your slides are not visible. Your presentation is not visible.
Yeah, 1 minute. Now is it visible?
Yeah, yes, it is.
So 1 minute and start the program. So welcome to Healthy Jain Diet System and Ahimsa Diet System, because Jainism and Ahimsa go together. They are parallel and they should go parallel. I thank Jain Education Committee for giving me this opportunity to serve you and to be with you and share my experience. Namo Jinanam Jia Bharanam. This is the very word that we listen a lot of time. And today it is more relevant because most of the world today is under fear. Fear of virus, fear of pandemic. And Mavi Swami says, be fearless. Abhay. This is what Mavi Swami has said. Now, how to be Abhay when the whole world and the whole medical fraternity is creating a fear of a virus and so many things and mutations and so many things. So I think Mavi Swami is very much relevant today, that how to be fearless, how to increase your immune power. Logasya Sutra, Arogya Bodhi Labham. Only after attending your physical and mental health, Bodhi can be attained. The wisdom, the ultimate wisdom, what we are talking, for which physical and mental health is very much required. So if I am diseased or I'm not physically and mentally fit, I will not acquire the desired wisdom which is required to experience. Yes, I may be a good orator, but at the experiential level, yes, I may not be. Kayosar Sutra, Thanenam, Modenam, Janenam, Appami, Ushirami. The very first thing is Thanenam, is still body. How to keep a body still under meditation condition? If it is diseased, you can't keep a body steady. You ought to be a healthy person, and then you will be in a position to keep your body still, because there is no pain. If there are pains in the body, your body is going to react, and you will have, your attention will go to the body. So you become body conscious if your health is not fine. So we talk of Atma, 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 but then to have an Atma Anubhuti, the first and the prime criteria is to be healthy, and so that you become, if you are healthy, then the body consciousness will not be there. This machine, the complicated machine is now we have seen this body. It's a complicated machine which nature has gifted us. And how it works is still a miracle. And we really don't know how it works. Whatever little explanation we have from modern science or from the ancient science, but then it's a miracle. So many lakhs and lakhs of activities are going parallel, and nature has done it. And right from the birth till the last moment of our life, this goes on. And it automatically happens. So this miracle is body has been bestowed by the nature. So there is some power who is governing this system and automatically making it work without our consciousness being aware about it. Our conscious level, we really don't know what is happening within us, but then it happens. So this is what we really have to understand and appreciate. So one thing what is most important is health is of prime importance from whatever you want to do. From childhood, at a young age, adult, or at later part of our life, whatever we want to do, health is of prime importance, whether it is a study, whether it's a sports, whether it's an adventure, whether it's a business, or it could be a spiritual journey. Everywhere the health is of prime importance. If you are not healthy, nothing can be done. So health is the wealth which we can have it till the last moment of our life. But unfortunately, we are finding that health is one of the things which most of us are miserably losing. I'll be slightly faster. Now, one thing we have to understand very clearly, that nature has gifted us the ability to heal. The ability to heal is much greater than what we have been allowed to, or we have been permitted to believe. So miraculous healing power is there within our body. We'll have to understand this and how to experience this miraculous healing power. That is what we'll try to understand here. Understand one thing very clearly, that our body is self-constructing right from when it was in mother's womb, self-defending, self-repairing, self-regulating, self-healing. provided we live naturally. If we are naturally living as per the laws of nature, yes, everything is possible. It is perfectly designed by the Almighty Creator and does not need any external aid. If we opt for an external aid, healer within will not be able to properly heal. Later, he will give it up. Means if we try to induce man-made science in the above the nature science, means believe that nature science, man-made science is superior than the nature science, then yes, we'll have a problem. And later part, the nature science also will not be able to help you if you still go on continuing with the man-made science above, assuming it is above the nature science. Health has become a serious concern. The whole globe is experiencing this, despite having high-tech medical systems. Today, many of you are from US and many other countries. You have all the high-tech systems available and the art of technology being available. Despite the same, the diseases are still rampant there. India also, the situation is the same. Over and above, we have got all the ancient scriptures from various religions. Despite having so much of a wisdom and so much of a high-tech technology, why we are not able to remain healthy, fit, and fine. So this is a matter of concern. So from where to get the real knowledge to experience the health, happiness, and bliss? Now, this is one of the important criteria which we'll have to understand. Vegetarians, non-vegetarian, Jains, they have an entirely different diet system, an entirely different lifestyle. And hardly anything goes parallel. Lifestyle is different, diet is different, but the diseases are same. Whatever diseases a non-vegetarian has, same diseases vegetarian has, and even a Jain has the same diseases. There is no difference. Nature has not differentiated. They also have a diabetes, blood pressure, thyroid, obesity problems, skin problems. You name the problems are there in each and every lifestyle. Vegetarian, non-vegetarian, Jains. So this is what we have to think. Why, despite having the different diet and lifestyle, everybody is diseased. That is one part. And diseases are common. There's no difference. Nature has not differentiated. You may glorify our thing, like we say our religion is most scientific. Bahut hi sukshma hai. If it is that scientific, if it is that effective, why it is not visible today? So that is what we have to see. So what is the effective way, irrespective of your beliefs? You can heal yourself and you can take a U-turn from where you are. This is what we are trying to work out today and try to understand. And let me tell you, when I am saying this, I'm not saying that the facts are not there. Facts is the reality is there in modern science also, in our ancient scripture also. But then we have to decode it properly, apply and experience it. After having applied and experienced, I'm in front of you. Now, when yes, this is what I already said, that we always say our religion is very scientific, very sukshma, and so many things we say. Yes, everything is fine, but how do I experience it? Wherever I go within my relatives or Jain groups or so many, they are also having these serious health issues. I've met so many Maharaj Sahib, they are also facing health issues. I've met many doctors also. They are also facing health issues. So from where to get the right answer? The right answer is only from the nature that can give you, because that is a super science and nothing beyond this is possible. Today, as I said, health is a bigger problem. So increasing our core immune power from within is the only answer for all our issues. Forget the pandemic. Otherwise, also whatever health issues we are facing, the only answer is to increase our core immune power. And how to boost our core immune power, this is what exactly we are going to study today, try to understand today. Now I'll give my brief experience, whatever little Sejal Ben has said. Yes, I am from Mumbai. I'm an electronic engineer and I'm manufacturing and designing electronic test and measuring instruments. And we manufacture for industrial applications. Till the age of now, what is so different that I have come here is I was having health issues till the age of 55. I tried everything, whatever is possible, medicines, allopathy, Ayurvedic, homeopathy, then Reiki, then all this acupressure, acupuncture, eat these, don't eat these. I did yoga also, pranayam also, meditation also. Yes, I might have got some benefit, but then my health was deteriorating. My medicines were increasing, my weight was increasing, my belly was increasing. All said and done, this was happening. Till I attended an introduction seminar of new diet system. And when I had listened to this program, I was just fascinated. A rationalist like us, where we design and develop electronic instruments, we don't trust anybody. But this was an absolute trust. And I found that this is an absolute science, this is an ultimate science, and there cannot be anything beyond this. So there will be zero element of doubt, with 100% conviction. I and my wife went for this program. After having attended this program, I started, and I was so confident that I gave up all my medicine for BP, diabetes, and cholesterol. And everybody would have been scared that how can you skip this medicine? But I was confident of it. I did it, and in a matter of few weeks, I found the results. My weight started reducing. My readings were normal. My energy level started increasing. And yes, I experienced. My wife also experienced. My son also experienced. So this is what too many people, whatever I researched, we are seeing that our politicians, spiritual leaders, film stars, medical practitioners, doctors, scientists, businessmen, intellectuals, sports personalities, and yogacharyas, despite having all the resources at their disposal, were not able to regain their lost health. So I am sharing this experience which you will have, which we can understand, and if you apply, yes. And this is my brief childhood thing, which is, as I have already said, that this is what the health issues that I was facing. Now, at the age of physical age of 62 plus, my biological age is 32. My energy level is much better than what I was at 16. I don't get tired. And my intuition says I will stay healthy, fit, and fine for 106 years, and I will have a healthy exit. I will say hello, bye bye, tata. This is the last day. This is the last moment. Thank you all. And this is how I'm going to have a healthy exit, because the healthy exit is today is not there. Everybody is hospitalized, and then from there, yes, everything happens there. So birth is in hospital, exit is also in hospital. So this is what I don't want. I want to be in the open with the nature, and that is where the healthy exit, or maybe I have a party for my last day. Now, from where do we get this science? The facts are available in nature science. As I said, you understand the nature, you will get all the answers. Even modern science has done all these things. A lot of the research has been done. Those teachers are available, but then they are not highlighted for reasons very well known, that if from health there is no earning. Earning is only from diseases. Religious scripture also, if you understand and decode, facts are there, but then we have to really understand, apply, and this. And I tell you, all the religions have some information about the health, which we have not really understood it. If we understand, fine. As I said, I have read Uttara Sutra. I have got all my uttars from Uttara Sutra. This is what I understand. Yes, if you follow the principle of ahimsa and non-violence in your life, then also you can understand the nature and you can experience the health. And obviously, whatever you have understood, you have to experience it, apply and experience. And if you experience that, that is the ultimate answer and ultimate thing that can be done. Now, why I insist nature science is, it's divine. It is eternal. Man-made science will change with time. And that is what we know. 5,000 years or 50,000 years back, laws of nature were same. 50,000 years back, 5,000 years back, 500 years back, 50 years back, today and coming 50, 500 years back forward also, laws of nature are not going to change. So if whatever we want to understand, we can understand from nature in the present condition also. And whatever scriptures that have been written by our spiritual gurus, what they had done is they understand the laws of nature. And having understood that law of nature, having experienced those laws of nature, they have put forward to the masses in a language and in a method which they can understand and experience. So now, instead of trying to go and read the Shastras, their language, decoding, so many things, easier way is to understand the nature. And if you understand the nature, that's fine. So this is what exactly we are supposed to do. And if we do it, this is what we are going to get it. Okay. Understand one thing, nature has made all provision from healthy birth till healthy exit. So we have to understand the laws of nature, apply it and experience the divinity of the nature. All 24 Tirthankars have understood the nature and they have tried to express what exactly is the nature science. They have not created their own science. They have tried to explain this, and if we understand the nature science or whatever they have told in a language which we can understand, then yes, we can experience this thing. Unfortunately, the data that is available and the information that is coming to us, to the best of my understanding, this is my personal experience or my personal belief, that it is diluted and distorted, and that is why we are not able to experience it. Had it been the exact information what they had given, then yes, we would have experienced it. Why we would have never been in such a miserable situation. Now, Albert Einstein, a science without religion is lame. A religion without science is blind. So science and spirituality has to go together. Science without spirituality or spirituality without science is incomplete. So there we are trying to combine science and spirituality, and both is the combination of both is only going to bestow us the holistic health which we are looking out for. As I said, modern science also they are there. There are Nobel Prize winners. They have talked about laws of nature. One is regarding to staying in close in oxygenated environment. That is what he says. And yes, you can cure so many things in the staying close to the nature. Second is talking of intermittent fasting, which we already practice. The Jains mostly practice intermittent fasting, something similar to that. And the third is telling us that fruits and vegetables, if you consume, your immune power will be high, and yes, and you will can lead a healthy lifestyle. So this is what exactly this is the conveyed from the 3 Nobel Prize winner. There are many others, but this is what I'm just referring because they are close to the nature and no medicine is required here. Universe, infinite number of stars, crores and crores of stars. Our solar system, sun is a very small star. Earth is, and in which this earth is there and we are there on this earth planet. And it is said that 84 different lakh species are there on this planet. Some species are below the water. Birth is within the water. Breathing is also within the water. The food is also within the water. Survival is also within the water, and the death is also in the water. The total life cycle is within the water, and nature has made all the provisions for this creature in water. Same way, there are some species which are above the water, above the surface of the earth. There are some species which are below the earth. There are some species in the sky. There are some species which have a life of a moment. There are some species which have life of thousands of years. There are some species which are gigantic in size, like the big trees and elephant and so on. And there are some microorganisms and say which we can't even see under microscope. All these creatures are governed by the laws of nature, and nature has made all the provisions for each and every creature from birth till death. Everything nature has made arrangements, and all the creatures follow the law of nature. And without medicines, they are healthy, fit, and fine. They don't have any doctors or any medicines or anything. They follow the law of nature, and nature has already given the program. In case of you are unhealthy, there is then what exactly they are supposed to do and how they recover from the diseases or whatever injuries they have. So that science is known to them, and they do it, and they can recover out of it. But we, the human beings, the super beings, having the highest intellect and experiencing the highest level of freedom, are not able to experience this. Because you misuse the intellect power and the freedom bestowed by the nature, and the punishment is the diseases. So the only answer is to go in sync with the nature. Now you can see this picture. Male is there, female is there, young is there, aged is there. Somebody could be from Africa, somebody could be from America, somebody could be from India, somebody is moneyed, somebody is a beggar type of a person, somebody is qualified as a doctor, engineer, saint, and various professions. Everybody is there. Somebody may be vegetarian, somebody may be non-vegetarian. All the permutations, combinations are possible, but one thing which is common in all of them, and all are diseased. Why all those species are diseased despite so much of a diversity? Because everyone is breaking the law of nature. Till the time we are breaking the law of nature, experiencing health and divinity becomes very rare possibility. And all these issues of health we are facing. It's a big list. I will not be able to read, but then we know that there are various problems we all are facing. Now, we will try to judge this immune power from looking at this picture. Yes, picture number 1 looks to be physically slightly obese. Number 2, number 3, number 4, there is a diverging opinion whether they are healthy or not healthy, because we are trying to evaluate a person from his physical looks, which is not possible. Number 1 could be unhealthy, and number 2, 3, 4 could be healthy, could not be healthy. But looking at somebody's figure or posture, if you try to evaluate, yes, we will be grossly wrong. So how to evaluate? If you are healthy and happy and energetic all throughout the day, and if you don't get tired, you are healthy. Your immune power is high. You are hungry, but the hunger doesn't disturb you, then you are healthy. Your immune power is high. Your excretion is easier. You don't have to put a lot of pressure in excretion. Constipation is a bigger problem today. So yes, if you are constipated or having some problem, yes, your immune power is low. Odorless excreta, urine, and sweating. If this is if your urine or excretion or even sweating, most of the cases, yes, there is a big problem. So very difficult to say that you are healthy. Believe that you are healthy. Flat tummy. Now, mostly we find male or female about 25, 26 years. The tummy is bulging out. Pet bar to bimari andar. Very simple thing. Understand that very clearly. Deep sound sleep is the essence of your health. If you are getting a deep sound sleep, yes, chances of you being healthy are more. If you are experiencing any physical or mental pain, like even when you're listening this, if you feel my back is paining or something is happening or headache or something, yes, your immune power is low, you're not healthy. Or if you are taking some medicines which have a side effects, then also your immune power is low. In short, I have given you few hints about this. Now try to understand from this analogy. Petrol car, if it is made to run from kerosene, what will happen? All the details are written there. It will emit out a lot of smoke, vibrations will be there, pickup will be low wear and tear, engine life will reduce, efficiency is low, heating will take, resale value is not there, reduce lifespan and unpleasant journey. This is what precisely is happening with us also. Same thing is we are experiencing. If 150 years or 100 plus healthy life is something what we are supposed to experience. And today at the age of 20, 25, and today even at teenage and below that teenage also health issues are there, dominantly there. So we have to clearly understand where we have gone wrong, what is the wrong inputs that we are giving because of which we are facing premature health issues. Why we are diseased? The answer is the different doctors give different results. The nature science says accumulation of toxins within the body is the root cause. It may surface out from the weaker node of your body. Wherever there is a weaker node, it will come out from there. Very simple thing. Nature science is very simple to understand also. Why toxins accumulate in the body? I'm going a bit fast. Because of unnatural diet and lifestyle. Eating without excreting means you're going on eating, but then excretion system is not working. So there's a lot of storage inside and that creates a problem. Overeating is one of a bigger problem. Stress is also a noticeable problem. Even in children, this stress is visible today. Now, what is that unnatural diet? We say we are herbivorous, and no herbivorous animal consumes animal-based food in any form. And we, the human beings, misusing our intellect, are trying to use all this animal-based food. It could be meat, milk, dairy products, whatever it is. It could be fish and eggs, whatever it is. So this is one of the bigger problem. Yes, Jains don't eat meat or egg and fishes to a great extent. So that's we are rescued from that thing. But as far as dairy is concerned, it's a bigger concern for as far as Jains are concerned. Cooked food, processed food, and food grades. This also falls under unnatural category. I think a lot of people might be shocked and surprised. What am I talking? But let's go ahead and we'll try to understand that part of it. Unnatural lifestyle, we all know: greed, fear, anger, stress, animosity, hatred, lust, craving, and distress, rag, dvesh, and so many things, kasais, and all these things, we know it. So same thing is now playing a major role. So that is also equally responsible. Now, if you see our diet, we will find that we are consuming lots of vigai in our diet. In a daily routine, I'm talking. Dvidal, acidic diet. Our diet is grossly acidic. It's all a spicy diet that we are consuming. And medicine today is also becoming a part of our diet. And this is our lifestyle, which will result in a Maharog, which is virtually uncurable. These are some of the sutra in Tananan Sutra, why we are diseased. So a lot of things are given, and this same thing we'll try to understand. Now, if we are eating cooked food, food grains, it takes around more than 18 hours to digest and excrete. Now, in a day, we eat 3 times or perhaps more. So whatever has gone inside has not come outside, and you go on eating, and so the things doesn't get cleaned. If we are eating something which takes 18 plus hours for digest and excrete, and if we go on eating 2 to 3 times, what will happen? It will get stored in the system. And you can see number of dinners and breakfast and lunch inside this. From excretion is not happening, and you're going on adding. Yes, then toxins will develop in the body and you have a problem. But if you eat what nature has created, the digestion time is 2 to 3 hours. It will digest, and yes, the excretion is there. So what you will find is that your stomach is relatively remaining empty. So keeping the stomach empty and the digestive system at rest is one of the important criteria for health. And that is where Mavi Swami has said, Unodari tap. Unodari means eat less. Don't try to show your richness to your stomach. Then this is what precisely we have been doing. We have been showing richness to our stomach. Never show our richness to stomach. You show that, yes, I am hand to mouth equation, and that's all. I don't really And whatever you have extra, you donate it, but don't try to eat so many things and different varieties and so on. Easy food should be flourished, it should be given to the body, and that too, which is in sync with the nature. You can see this colon or big intestine, gut, whatever we call it. It is highly toxified. Originally, it should be neat and clean like this. And this toxified gut, all the problems start. Now the question comes is, if disease becomes a highly profitable business, then yes, the business owners will like to see that you are diseased, so you become lifelong patient. And earnings are from disease. Until the time earnings are from diseases, diseases are never going to vanish. Make it very clear. The day when the medical science changes the rule and the earnings will be from the health, at that time all the diseases will vanish, because people will go for the true science, for the health, and earning is from the health. Right now, there is no earning from the health. So this is the problem to be, the issue to be thought of. Now, medical theory, this is what I am trying to say. I'm not in against anybody, but then to present medical medicine theory says, you come here, whatever you are eating is fine, whatever lifestyle you have is fine. We are not interested in this. Take medicine, injection, vaccine, surgery, and so on. And after surgery, I see you, and then after ICU, I will never see you. This is the whole thing that is happening around the medical industry. Nature theory says, or Mahavir's bar, the tap what Mahavir Swami has given to us, 12 taps, says detoxify your physical body, detoxify your relation, detoxify your mind, your intellect. This is what Mahavir Swami says. If you detoxify at all the levels, you will be healthy, fit, and fine. So this is what the tap का मार्ग जो है वो सफाई का मार्ग है, आत्म शुद्धि का मार्ग है, and then yes, you can experience the bliss what we are looking out for. Now understand, as I said, nature has made all the provision from healthy birth till healthy exist. Samadhi mrityu is possible, healthy mrityu is possible. What we have to do is understand the law of nature and apply, or you follow the true original scriptures and decode it in a proper way. Now coming to diet, there are different diets which we have to understand. One is the breatharian diet, which is they stay on air and light only. They don't drink water, they don't eat foods for months and several years, and they are healthy, fit, and fine, and more energetic than us. I have stayed with them, so that is out of experience. I'm telling you this. There are, and we Jains, many a times we do fasting. So air only on air, light, and water. Yes, water fasting we do it 3 days and 8 days at high and Mark Shaman and so on. Fruits, vegetable, and leaves. The person sitting in front of you now talking to you, Pradeep Shah. Since more than 4 years, I am 100% on fruits, vegetable, and leaves, and to an extent, soaked dry fruit. This is what I am consuming since more than 4 years now. I have never consumed anything put on fire. My energy level and my experience is in front of you. So first 1, 2, and 3 are totally in sync with the nature, because whatever nature has offered, we are taking. Now the non-veg is there, which is we are designed as we are designed as a core vegetarians.
Nipaji, can you please unmute? Can you please mute yourself?
So non-veg diet, obviously they take it for any reasons, whatever they are understanding for, but then for which our human body is not designed. Vegetarians also, there are 2 categories now: vegetarian taking dairy products and vegetarian without dairy. They are called vegans, which they are going popular today. Then there are some people who say, I take only home cooked food, I don't take anything from hotels and restaurants and so on. And there are a lot of people today jumping to junk food, and junk food has become their diet. And a lot of people are now going to pack food, tin food, because they don't have the time, and toxic diet. First diet, breatharian diet, is in sync with the nature. Second diet is also in sync with the nature. And third diet is the sync with the nature, because nature has designed fruit, vegetable, and leaves. Human involvement is least in this. And without human intervention, whatever nature has produced is for us. And if we consume in the natural form, that is the best way to remain healthy, fit, and fine. The more you process, the more you change the things, lesser it becomes nutritious and beneficiary. Now we talk of ahimsa, paramo dharma, and so many things we are talking. We say we are against the slaughterhouses. We are against non-vegetarian. Now what can we do? Yes, we can go for abhaidan. So how do we ensure that slaughter reduces, the non-veg consumption reduces? We'll try to work out and understand the equations of that also. Now ahimsa basically is there to maintain the ecology of the nature. The ecology has to be maintained. Each and every creature has its own role, and nature has given equal freedom for all the creatures. And we, the human beings, with the highest intellect, were supposed to be the trustees. So in case of some accidental problem or some natural calamities, as a human being, we can take care of those creatures. Otherwise, those creatures are capable of taking care of themselves. Nature will take care. There is no need for us to interfere in them. But out of ego, we thought we are the most powerful creature. We can make those animals food, we can create food out of those animals. We can make medicines out of those animals. We can have earnings out of those animals. We can have security out of those animals. We can have a status from this thing and security and so many things. Medicines also, everything, and we have exploited these animals. If required, we have increased their population, multiplied their population. If required, we have totally demolished those creatures also. So we have played with the nature, and we have really exploited out of gross misunderstanding the nature. And today we are facing the lot of problems are there because of this hinsa of the creatures, what we are doing. Now ahimsa, when we are talking, and especially when we are talking of Jains, ahimsa at thought level is also, we see that should not happen. But we have to understand one thing. Ahimsa, if we are talking of creatures, first we have to see of a higher level creatures. Then go towards slowly migrate towards the minute creatures, and maybe to Nigod and so on. So from Panchindriya to Ekindriya, and then we let us talk of Nigod. Right now, what is happening is we don't care for all the higher end of species which are suffering a lot of pain and miseries. And we talk of one sense creature and Nigod and so many things. So this should not happen. Now, as far as this cruelty is concerned, cruelty exists in dairy also. Cruelty is existing in farming also, cooking also, in medicine. Now we have to understand that we are part of this cruelty, and we have to come out of this cruelty. Then and then, a lot of things will happen. And what we are going to get is health, energy, inner peace, bliss, and love from the system and the creature. Then this is what is required for us. So ahimsa is one of the steps, and once you do this, this will start emerging out of it. And with these these ingredients, and with purity of man mandir jaisa hona chahiye, means our mandirs are pure. Like that, our mind also has to be pure. Deha derasar jaisa hona chahiye, means our derasars are also pure and clean. Same way, our body also has to be pure and clean. So this is what we have to have it. And if we have this particular thing, and we have a pure body and pure mind, then Atma Anubhuti, Atma Shuddhi, and Atma Shakti, everything is possible. But because of ignorance, diseases, lack of energy, lack of willpower, and diluted and distorted interpretations, today we are not able to experience this. Now, this is very clear. There are 4 sangyas. Ahar Sangya, Bhai Sangya, Maithun Sangya, and Parigraha Sangya. It degrades our health and spiritual growth. And today we are trapped in Ahar Sangya. And we are talking of Ahar Sangya, and that is now the real things will start. So Ahar Sangya, we are so much have a food cravings and likes and dislike for food. Very purpose of why we are taking food is not known to us, and mainly we are taking out of taste. So this is where the real problem is, and from there lot of other things are happening. So we are controlling Ahar Sangya, automatically Bhai Sangya, Maithun Sangya, and Parigraha Sangya will automatically gradually come down, and yes, you have control over all the four Sangya. So yes, we can attack Ahar Sangya and work on Ahar Sangya. Automatically they will start painting out. Now Mahavi Swami has talked of 12 taps. 6 external tap, 6 internal tap. Now the first 4 taps, Anshan, Unodari, Vritti, Sanchep, and Rastya, these are for physical body cleansing. That is what I understand. And rest of the are there for social and spiritual purification, in purification of mind and body, mind and intellect. So body purification, yes, Anshan, Unodari, Vritti, Sanchep, and Rastya. We have been listening to this. We have been doing something also. But we are not done in a systematic way, a way which can give you the results which we are looking out for. Now, as I said, we have done diet Atikraman. So what is that Atikraman is? One is Vigai type of diet we are consuming in a huge content, and we are consuming spicy Rasdar diet also, and Dvidal Virudahar, which is called in Ayurveda, and grossly cooked food. This is what it is. So we'll go in details of all those things which as we move ahead. What is Vigai? Physically nourishing diet. Means it will make you physically strong and attractive. What is this? But ruins our physical and mental health. See, this is the definition what Mahavi Swami has given. And this is very clearly visible in Uttara Dhyan Sutra. Understand this thing the most important thing is, what is Vigor is physically nourishing diet. It makes you look physically strong, but it ruins your physical and mental health. It creates powerful emotions of lust, resulting in steep downfall. Ultimately, it leads to Durgati. We are talking of moksha, हमें मोक्ष चाहिए और दुर्गति वाला खुराक लेते हैं. तो दुर्गति वाला खुराक लेके मोक्ष की बात कैसे कर सकते हैं? How can we talk? Taking a Vigai Karak food, we are talking of moksha. We want to attain moksha, but how it is possible? With this diet, it is not possible. Now see, these are the sutras which I am trying to show it in front of you. Very clearly written. I'll give the English meaning of it, then you can just read it out. This is the second sutra. This is the third sutra. Sharir and manma vikar utpan kare tene vigai kevai che. And all these items are mentioned. What are the items as we'll see to this? And these are all very well noted in Uttara Dhyan Sutra. I have just bringing in front of you. So it should not happen that I'm talking something which is not relevant to the religion. You can just go through it. Now this is Ras Tyag. So Vigai Tyag, Ras Tyag, which we are not understanding, and we are grossly consuming Rasdar Bhojan and Vigai Tyag Bhojan. Now these are the Vigais that we understand. Mahavigai already written down. Vigai is also written down. Now 4 of the items are of dairy, butter, milk, curd and ghee. They are dairy items. Meat and honey is also an animal-based item. So if we see animal-based Vigai Tyag, then yes, we are supposed to quit meat, which most of us might be doing it. Honey, Maybe, may not be, because it has people take it as a medicine and so many things. But then out of 9, 6 are animal based. And the 4 things, butter, milk, ghee, and curd, we consume it most of the time. Rarely we quit this for few days, occasionally, and we think we have done it. Or we quit one item and take other items. You have to reduce the total consumption to the bare minimum. It's not that one item I take and other 3, one item I will quit. Let us say I quit milk, but I will consume butter and ghee. This is what we have been doing. This is not possible. You have to reduce in totality. Now, milk is a bigger problem, let me tell you, because I have been talking to various people around Jain community, because I am from that same community, and I found that they find it very difficult to quit the milk and dairy products, because we have been arguing also for this. So I have to state something, and I believe time will be a problem, so I will not go there. But I'll just take it very fast. It's a wholesome food, and we have been told that yes, we get calcium, protein, vitamins, and it's good for health and energy and muscular growth and bones and teeth and so on. Even doctor says, our tradition says, scripture says, and then the animal give milk, and if we don't derive milk, then they will be in problems. And so many things are being said, which is not the fact. Why we should not quit it is nature has created this food for the infant, newly born child only. Mother temporarily has the food as a milk only when the child is newly born, and it is exclusively for the newly born child only. No other species or no other child can claim it. Even if a mother has a third child, the first and the second child are not fed with mother's milk. It is exclusively for the newly born child. This is the law of nature. And despite the same, if you take, nobody takes their mother milk, they take animal milk. Then it acts like a silent killer. There are a lot of health of issues. It's a obstruction in the path of spirituality. Huge cruelty is involved. And yes, adulteration and synthetic milk today is a bigger issue. And majority of the milk is adulterated and synthetic. And environmental issues are there, which is beyond point of recovery. Also, we have gone there. Now, original cow milk, processed and adulterated milk, and synthetic milk. These are the 3 categories available. But even if we see original cow milk, we talk of A1, A2, and so many things. 2600 back, when the question of A1, A2 milk was not there, when the cows were also kept in a very good environment, at that time Mavi Swami said, quit this because this is not good for health and spirituality. So there should not be any doubt to know that if I keep it at home, that is a good thing. And no, yes, cruelty will be less, relatively less, but still it is not worth consuming animal product. Today, most of the milk that comes is adulterated and processed, because the shelf life of milk is few hours, and the milk that comes is after a few days to us. So a lot of things and processing takes place, and synthetic milk is, as far as India is concerned, a lot of synthetic milk is being produced, and people are consuming, which is the worst thing that can be done. Yes, and mother milk is amrut. When the child is born, it is amrut for him, not for anybody else, and later part of the life. This is not a natural thing, but then this is what precisely what we have been doing. And resulting all these problems are there. And as far as India is concerned, WHO has clearly said that if this is the quality of milk that we are consuming by 2025, India will be a cancerous country. And all the health issues, whatever we are facing, milk and dairy product has really played a havoc. Now, the time I feel I will be getting short. So this is a comparison. There is nothing common between animal milk and a human milk. And their life and their growth or any from not a single parameter, we go common or we have something common. And since totally there is a different, the milk also will be different. Each species has a different milk, and the contents are different depending upon their physical and mental growth. Yes, all these things are there. The huge cruelty is there right from birth till the last moment of the life. This animal doesn't experience a single moment of happiness. It's a really pain, and we are responsible for all these things. So this is where we have to understand that yes, with this miserable life, it's not possible. That creating a cruelty of such a high level on an animal for getting dairy products is not at all justified from ahimsa point of view or from health point of view also. Now, this is what I would like to say, separating a child from a mother. When a newly born child, the whole world of the universe is the mother. Whatever the child has to have, the milk or the whatever we call the feel good factor and comforts and ease and everything is when the child is in with mother. Now separating a child from a mother, newly born child, and tying him and roping it is really the worst karma that we can do. And if we are consuming milk, that is the worst karma that happens, that my child has to be separated from the mother. You may give a lot of arguments that arguments are null and void. If you keep these animals in nature, they don't produce excess milk. So these are all null and void excuses. I don't want to spend more time, but this is what we have to understand, that this is the worst thing. And now we can have Atichar Sutra also, which is already written there. And there are so many other references available in the scriptures about animal cruelty references. Now, a glass of milk has a pus cells, blood, feces, painkiller, antibiotics, growth hormones, and the pesticides, and then the health issues, all these health issues we are facing today. Now, a milk which has got pus cells and blood traces inside, how can we call it as a vegetarian item? That's a bigger question mark, and the cause for so many innumerous diseases. A lot of things I can say even today, that age of 5, 6 years, 7, 8-year child, a female, in the innocence now they are getting periods. Normally it was 15, 16 years they used to get period. Now they are getting at 8, 9 years. The reason is excess amount of this milk and dairy product is the root problem. And we are feeding the child with lot of dairy products, and this is the problem. Same is the age, young age, the passions are not controlled and they have a relationship problems. Even the aged people, when they have no control, and then they do all the wrong karmas. And today, whatever we read in the newspaper is because of these rapes and molestation, is because of this wrong food. Laws are not going to make any impact. Change the diet, the things will automatically subside. Now we have to clearly understand more milk is equal to more meat, and we cannot be a part of this cruelty. We have to quit milk and dairy products. Now here the role is for the Shravak. The Shravak will have to take the initiative to shift to plant-based dairy alternatives, and because we can't expect Mahatmas to, because they are taking the poachary from us. So whatever we give, they will take it, and if we give a plant-based alternative, they will happily take it. That's what I can tell you. This is what I have my discussion says. And all these alternatives are very much available thanks to veganism that has spread across, and we are getting all these options available, and they are healthy options. Now coming to cooked food, which I had talked. Now cooked food is, one is nature cooked. Nature cooked means cooked with sunlight. Then the other is man-made, steaming, boiling, roasting, baking, frying, and deep frying. Only food that is cooked is by nature is with sunlight. Now that is the nature design. Rest is all man-made design. And if you are taking this, you have to understand that we'll see future in a further. Now, alkaline diet and health has got a good relation. If you are taking alkaline diet, or we are designed for alkaline diet, and if we take alkaline diet, yes, we will be remaining healthy, fit and fine. Our immune power will be very high. But what are we taking? Is mostly an acidic diet. And if we are taking acidic diet, yes, there is not a single organ in our body which can remain healthy, fit and fine. And our body has to go in sacrifice mode, and it will sacrifice till the time it can sacrifice, and then the diseases will surface out. Now, normally this is the food Indian has it. Now this is what we say, this is sattvic food, ghar ka khana, vagere, vagere. But if we try to scrutinize this, you will understand that the contents what we have, lot of vigais are taken, all the list is given here. Mahavigais also we are regularly consuming, even the medicines are Mahavigai, butter is Mahavigai, honey is also Mahavigai. And we use the extreme taste item, masalas, pickles, sweets, and so many things. And dvidal is wrong combination of food. Food grains and animal-based product is a very wrong combination. And this is what we have been doing it and eating it. Then yes, we had it. And for years and years, these slow poisons are really going to work. And we have been using all the dairy products in day-to-day life, then jaggery and sugar and paneer and ice cream and so many things. This is what we have been using. And now you can understand that the food that we used is totally a vigaikaraka item, a lethal type of an item, a acidic food that we are consuming. That we'll see in the next slide. Now you see this slide. What is alkaline in this? This small slice of lemon and this 2 pieces of and small carrot is there. These are small, I hardly few percentage of it. Our 95% of the diet is acidic. And if we are consuming acidic diet in such a high level for years and years, the body will tend to give up. Cannot work in sacrifice mode for a very long time. And the diseases will surface out. So mostly it's because of the gross acidic diet that we have been consuming. Now these are the sutras that I have taken from Uttaradan Sutras. You can read it. Cooking on fire is a violence. That is what is mentioned. Cooking on fire is a violence. That is very clearly written. Mahavir Swami has very clearly said. And lot of violence is involved in cooking. A lot of creatures get killed during the process of cooking. Now this is very clearly said. I know that hardly anybody is aware of all these things what Mahavir Swami has said. The super science that Mahavir Swami has given us. Now the spark of a fire also has numerous life. And we are lighting fire every day and so many sparks to ignite, and for fire is numerous sparks make a fire. And for burn, and we say fire is a life. So how many birth and death take place in a fire? The fastest thing of birth cycle and death cycle is in fire. And if we go by that wavelength of thinking, which I should not in practical sense, but then use of fire itself is wrong. The spark of if I give the summary, the spark of fire has an uncountable life. That is one thing. Cooking of food grains with water involves huge violence of single sense and multi-sense. Therefore, cooking should not be promoted. This is what Mahavir Swami has clearly said. And this we have been grossly ignoring this thing. And one thing we have to understand very clearly, cooking dramatically reduces nutrition value and the digestive enzymes virtually become nil. Therefore, body has to strain and spend more energy in digestion and excretion. Our body is not designed to digest cooked food. Originally, it is not designed. Like I said, petrol vehicle, if you put kerosene, same thing we are trying to do this. Now coming to Sachit and Achit Ahar, this is one of the important parameters which we have to, most of the Jains need to understand. Sachit and Achit, we have been given a meaning that whatever is live is Sachit and whatever is dead is Achit. But if it was live and death, then Jiva was the right word. What is the significance of Chit? So we have to really truly understand. Sachit means anything. It could be any individual, any situation, or any food item. If it stays on our mind and creates likes or dislikes in our mind, then it becomes Sachit. It stays in the Chit state of mind. The imprints are there in the state of mind, then it is Sachit. It could be an imprint of likes or dislike. Then it becomes a Sachit Ahar. Achit Ahar means you don't create any impressions of likes and dislikes, then it becomes Achit. as far as food means व्यक्ति वस्तु या परिस्थिति कुछ भी हो, if we create emotions of likes and dislikes, it becomes sachit. If you don't create the emotions of likes and dislikes, it becomes achit. Now this is the definition by which we have to go. Now boiling something or cooking something or crushing something, it becomes achit. It's a violence that we are inviting. Conscious violence we are inviting. So this is where we have to understand sachit and achit part of it. Now fruits and vegetables and all this thing, we can naturally eat it as it is. Now, can we eat these food grains as it is? No, it's not possible. We can't use these food grains. And till the time we are consuming acidic food, no medicine, no vaccine, no exercise, no isolation, no rituals or financial packages are going to work. And ultimately, yes, we will face the serious health issue. Anaj. Anaj छुटके खाऊ जुए एचे अनाज means if nothing is available, if you take food grains, it's fine. But if greens are available, then you should not take this. Even if you take, you should take in a limited quantity. This is what we have to say. It cannot be a major diet. A big na is there inside this. So understand one thing, food grains are animal-based food. Milk and dairy products are survival diet. Under adverse condition, when things are not available, droughts or some other situations, this could be the option and we have to take it. But under normal thing, when greens are available, fruits are available, such options should not be taken. Very clearly, I'm saying this. This is where, and let me tell you, Mahavir Swami has never said that don't do fruits and vegetables. Mahavir Swami has only talked of Vigay Tyag and Ras Tyag. He has not said, oh, don't eat fruits and vegetables. Nothing, nowhere it is mentioned. Some acharyas later have added all these things. Under certain situation, under their wisdom or whatever understanding they have got, that could be a temporary solution for some temporary situation, but if we cannot make this as a permanent solution, and what is happening is because of this, we are consuming grossly acidic food, and that is why we are facing serious health issues. And Mahavir Swami has given us eternal science. Fundamental science is given by Mahavir Swami. Few acharyas have given us situational solutions as per their understanding, but they are not valid as on today. Grains, fruits, and vegetables are available in plenty, and that is where the least violence is there. Why don't we consume least violence diet? So this is what exactly I'm trying to say. So now the diet pratikraman, atikraman, and pratikraman, that is what we generally talk. So fasting is one of the good things that we have to do for our. For fasting should be a part of our lifestyle. So maybe once in a week or once in a 15 days we should do fasting. That is one thing. And then mini fasting or intermittent fasting is now Karsi, Porsi, Ekashna, Abhyasna, and all those things we have to do it as a fasting part of the fasting. Unodari is also a very good thing. Don't overfeed the body. Overeating is not a good thing, and body really faces serious issues in digesting and excreting. Take simple diet is easy to digest. That is all. Fruits and vegetables are most easiest to digest. Vigay Tyag, yes. For physical and mental spiritual health, you have to go for Vijay Tyag, Ras Tyag, Dvidal Tyag, yes, cooked food. Already we have discussed. So our diet should be of minimum violence and easy to digest with nutrition, vitamins and enzymes. This is what it should be. And yes, we have to detoxify our body and mind. So that other sub part is there is detoxifying our mind. So that part also we have to take care. All the 12 cups are equally important. Now coming to Ambil, this is what most of the Jains talk, that Ambil is the best thing that can be done to clear our karmas. I have met many of the Mahatmas, sadhus. They had raised me a question. We are doing so many fasts, so many Ambil, despite the same while we are facing health issues. So I said, sir, Ambil is very good. I said, the first thing is that Ambil is total Vigayatya, so it's very good. But then when they raised the question, then why the health issues? At that time, I said, sir, what you are eating in Ambil and otherwise is grossly acidic. Even in Ambil, what we are eating is food grains. So food grains are acidic. And once you boil it and cook it, the nutrition subside, and you sooner or the later health issues will come. So what I say is you go for a green ambil. Remove all the veggies and go for green ambil and experience. Now the Maharaj Sahib that we are talking, Swedish Muni, has done a green ambil and he is experiencing the benefits of it. There are various other Maharaj Sahib, they are also doing it, but till the time they don't come forward, I will not be able to speak anything about this, but they have been doing it and they have been experiencing a lot of benefits, let me tell you. So these are all the underground things happening with the matter in a matter of time. Maybe they come forward and speak in public domain. Yes, cooked food is an addiction, so it may be difficult for somebody to quit. These are the items, Vigay Tyag and Ras Tyag. These are the items, and Ras Tyag, these are the items we are supposed to quit. This is I'm showing in the pictorial form, so maybe a bit easier to understand. Ras Tyag and all these things, these are the items we are supposed to quit. Now you can practically see this. If you want to do this, what you can do. The transition, maybe this helps. So all this, whatever we have been doing, Naukarsi, Porsi, Satporsi, Ekashna, Vyasna, Chobia, Upwas, and all those things are very good. We have to make it a part of our lifestyle. So a lot of good things are there. We have to make it understand scientifically the real benefits that we are getting and put it in our day-to-day life. Now this is some hierarchy of quitting the food. See, Jain Dharma is a Tyag ka dharma hai. So how to quit? First, quit all the things which directly impacts your brain, and so liquor and toxin first, then non-veg, milk and dairy products, packed food, thin foods, and salty, sugary, and spicy items, then cooked food, food grains. So here, grossly, we have removed all the acidic items. Now, if you are at a higher gunsthanak, yes, you leave these fruit, vegetables, fruits, and etc., and go towards water only, or without waterless journey. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. So this is what exactly it is. Stay close to the nature, have a deep sound sleep, do regular pratikaman and samayik. This is required. Samayik is to be in sync with the almighty powers. But after doing pratikaman, a real samayik will be engrossed meditation. That is possible. The best medicine is fasting. Whenever you are facing any health issues, you can do fasting, and fasting is the best healer. So try to incorporate fasting as a part of your lifestyle. I think I'm coming there. Now, fasting also has fasting is that is called upwas. Basically, is a different word, and fasting is a different word. Fasting of physical food is for cleansing the body, detoxifying the body. But when you are with yourself and engrossed meditation, yes, you can purify the mind. You can have self-realization and liberation. This is all possible. So Kayos Dhyan and Kayos Tap basically mean this only. These are different types of fasting you can practice. Now, what I generally say in my seminar is, फल खाएंगे तो सफल हो जाएंगे, हरा खाएंगे तो जीवन में हरियाली आ जाएगी, रूखा सूखा अनाज खाएंगे तो रूखी सूखी जिंदगी हो जाएगी. To understand this particular thing and try to incorporate fruits and greens in your daily life, it will be an alkaline diet, a healthy diet. Your immune power will boost up and you will experience the bliss. The same thing Mahavir Swami has said what not to eat. If you go in Bhagavad Gita says what to eat. So Bhagavad Gita, this the chapter and the verse is given here. It's alkaline, juicy diet. Now, if you say Mahavir, the Christian has very clearly said in 9.2 verse 9 and chapter 9 and verse 26. Patram pushpam phalam toyanti means fruits, vegetable, leaves, and water is my diet. I accept with joy. This is what exactly is this. Even in Christianity, if you go Genesis, it is written fruits and vegetable is your original diet. Very clear. So this is what our diet should be: original, seasonal, regional. So eat whatever is available in that season and take the original food which is not contaminated. So regional, seasonal and easily available food you have to take in the most natural form. Now here you can see fruits and juices have the least digestion time, so you will really be benefited with this. The last thing that I say is Vigay Tyag and veganism. If we say, then veganism is a very small subset of Vigay Tyag. Vigay, I say veganism plus something equals Vigay Tyag, and this Mahavir Swami is 2,600 back. Here we are only talking of animal. And if you say Vigay Tyag and Ras Tyag, is Mahavir Swami is talking of lot many more things for us to quit. So veganism is a good thing. And Jain specifically, when Mahavir Swami has told 2,600 back of quitting all the animal products, I fail to understand why they are opposing this. So the concept of vegan is a much bigger thing than the veganism. So it is our responsibility to support veganism and let it grow. This is what I feel. Now, exit is always there. Unhealthy exit or healthy exit, the choice is ours. If we follow the right diet and lifestyle, yes, healthy exit is possible. Samadhi Murti is possible. Sallekna and Santara. I hai to jana hai. Hi, ya bye, choice is ours. As I've explained you in the whatever shortest time I had, whatever I've spoken, somebody might have got enlightened, somebody might have got hurt, because this is exactly out of box what I have talked today, and I don't think anybody has spoken this language as on today. So Khamet Thamna, Vichami Dokadam. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity. Thank you all. Now, if you want any questions, you can always take it. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Sure, Pradeep, I thank you very much. Very nicely put that we have to purify our, you had a slide where it said man ane deh man ne mandir jevu ane deh ne derasar jevu. So we have to purify our mind and body. And I'm sure that people definitely got the message that you were trying to portray. And it was really very enlightening to hear you about the natural diet and how we can incorporate that diet. So there's one question. Can you give an example of what can be eaten during green alkaline iambil tap?
You can take all the fruits and vegetables and salads you can eat. You can eat salad, you can eat fruits, you can have juices. All those things are very much what we are available on the season base. You can take it. So there's nothing very critical about it. You can take it. Salads, yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes it's said like during iambil you have to avoid fruits, right? So it's like ras tyag. So
See, yes, yeah. So in fruits also, let us say I have a craving for certain fruit, then I should avoid it. Like I like mangoes, and if I'm for an ambil, I have to restrict myself from mangoes. So you see, basically, first is go for alkaline. Now in alkaline also, if you have craving for certain fruits, yes, you leave it. But normally you don't have addictive foods. Let me tell you that in nature, nothing is made addictive like this. Nature, anything you can't eat in excess. Once certain limit is over, your hunger is quenched, then you don't feel like eating it. So excessive eating is not possible in fruits and the salads and vegetables. It's not possible. But despite the same, if you have a craving, let us say mangoes, you have to restrict that thing. Right? Not that when I say rastia fruits, fruit also, if you have a craving, you quit it. Or you control the quantity of that. The rest is whatever is available of that season, you have to consume it. There's nothing hard and fast that you should consume it. Yes, you can do Bahubij and try to avoid all those things. Yes, it's possible. And a less violent thing, you can always try for those things. And off-season things you don't take because it will be, refrigerated and so many things. So try to avoid all these things.
So you explained about Vigay Tyag, and vegan diet is just a part of Vigay Tyag or Vigai Tyag. So what
Yes, yes, yes.
what Vigai are we eating if we are following complete vegan diet?
When once we are vegan diet also, now vegan diet is only for animal based product. But what about oil? What about oily things that we eat? What about jaggery, sugar? All those items we are still consuming. Even liquor also is a question mark as far as the veganism is concerned. Mostly the vegans don't take it, but then still that ambiguity still remains. So here the ambiguity is no provocative drugs are to be taken. Very clear. No oily things because they are difficult to digest. Garist bhojan ki category mein aata hai. Even the jaggery is not allowed. Sugar is not allowed. And things which we cannot eat, making it tasty by cooking it and putting all the spices, that is also not allowed. So it's a super science. Because we are trying to go in sync with the nature. Nature has said whatever is nature has put, eat it. And let me tell you, food grains are not naturally grown. We have to grow. And food grain is the diet of birds, not for humans. Human can't consume it as it is. Birds can consume it as it is. So we are depriving these things from birds. And we have ruined so many jungles for farming. And farming has its own cruelty. Yeah.
So, Pradeep, I think this will be very interesting for everyone to know. Can you talk about your diet for a day? So that will give us a better idea to realize like what you eat for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. What is your typical food items?
So basically, I'm totally on fireless diet. I mean, nothing fireless means a fireless diet. I'm only on a sun cooked diet. So whatever nature has cooked it, I take that as a diet. And morning till around 10 o'clock or 10:30, I don't take anything. I don't take even water also. Then I take green juice of leafy vegetables and various things that, like, if I put it in Hindi, it's all dhania, pudina hai, and various other greens which are available there. And then maybe to the is that so many greens are available that we put it and we make a green juice out of it. We add avla to that also, and then we add lemon to it, and then maybe slight of for a taste something is added, and this is what we take as a green juice in the morning, because the green juice, the green chlorophyll and green blood are almost similar, and that really gives lot of detoxification to the body and boosts our immune power. So this green juice we take in the morning. Later on, after some time, I take fruit juice also. And then after some time, maybe some fruits. My afternoon is mostly of all the vegetables. My wife makes a lot of tasty dishes and makes a very good thing. So she gives a swad or swastika combination. And if you people, when they eat, they say, agar aisa khane ko milega to zindagi bhar yahi khayenge. Why we go for cooked food? So lot of combinations are available of varieties. Like many, non-Jain thing, tum Jain log kaise khata hai without onion and potato and so many things. But then we have varieties. Same way, we the people in this world of fireless food also have various varieties. We have added taste to that so that people can continue and make it a lifestyle. So I take, my wife makes some salads also with so many things, and she makes the tasty items also. So I take all those things in the afternoon. And the evening, I'm mostly on the fruits. I take fruit juice. I eat fruits. Then maybe I take some soaked dry fruits to in a small quantity. This is what I take. And once in a week, I do dry fasting. No food, no water. This is how I practice. One day in a week, I am totally on dry fast. And I don't feel like drinking water at that time. The more you detoxify, then it's very easy to remain hungry and don't feel like hungry.
That's great. That's great. So can you explain like alternative dairy products like almond milk or oat milk, etc.? Are those okay to consume?
Yeah, they are obviously much better. That you can have coconut milk also. You can have almond milk, cashew milk, oat milk, and various things are there. Even here, people many a times they take various other combinations also. But what I feel is that taking an almond milk is very easy. You just soak it, put it in a mixer, and do it. Anybody can do it at any time. So almond milk is good, and soaked almond is always very good. So almond milk is there, or oat milk is there. These are very good options, and one should go for it. I don't go for oat milk. I'm generally restricted to coconut milk and almond milk. These are the two milks I have required. I consume. But all the options are much better than the cruel animal products. There's no, there cannot be there cannot be any comparison.
Definitely. And I read somewhere that when it was your son's wedding, you had all the items were completely fireless diet food items.
Yeah. Because see, basically, we were very much convinced that this is what it is. It could have been an unpopular or somebody might not like it, but then we are not concerned about it because we wanted to convey a message to the system. And so my son's wedding program was there. Sangeet Sandhya was there. At that time, we had kept this almost more than 35, 40 different items were made. And these were served to the people. And this is the first time they had experienced it. Yes, we did it.
That's awesome. And there's one other question is, can a solar cooker used for cooking a grain, is it considered like natural cooking?
No. See, basically, we are concerned with the temperature, not with the media, what we are using. Yes, solar cooker does reduce the pollution that is there because if 750 crores people are daily cooking, you can assume the amount of the fuel that is used and the carbon dioxide and the carbon monoxide and the use that is generated and the temperature rise and so many ecological issues. The solar cooker that way is good, but then here that we are talking of temperature. As the temperature goes above 50 degrees, the nutrition value subsides. So you cook it on any media, if it is above 50 degrees, it's not there. So it doesn't matter. So even solar cooker doesn't serve it. But solar means cooked by the nature, fruits and vegetables, that all. And if you can cook anything at 40, 50 degrees, yes, you use it. Take something, put it in sun. And if you feel it is eatable, yes, you eat it. Nothing wrong. But elevating the temperature, solar, you can with solar cooker, you can have 200 degrees and 300 degrees also. That's not wise.
And one other question, like, what about from Jain, not from Jainism aspect? I understand, like, there might be some restriction for kandamul or root vegetables, but what about eating ginger, like, in natural form, ginger or hardar, turmeric?
See, basically, as I said, if I go by Uttara Sutra, which I think is a fundamental science, eternal science, which Mahavir Swami has said, some acharyas might have said based on the situation and their understanding, and I can't compare what Mahavir Swami has said and acharyas have said. Because this is Kevali is talking, and here some acharyas are talking, there cannot be any comparison. So Mahavir Swami has said that this Kandamul has not many creatures, but then they are nigod. The nigod is below 1 cent. So those things he has not said to quit. Nowhere it is written. Somewhere later on, somebody has added all these things. But despite the same thing, one thing is very clear that to remove the kandmul, you have to dig the earth, and there is a violence there. So if you can restrict this to the limited value, it's fine. But then that is at the later part. As I had shown the hierarchy of quitting the foods. First, you quit all these things. And once you come at a higher gunstana, Yes, you can the first thing that you should quit is kanmul and turmeric and all those things, because they will not be required, because they are not, till the time you are having health issues, all these things are required. The halder and turmeric and whatever adu and so many things are there. And so many things are there. But once you are healthy, you can remain without food also. So where is the question?
Yep. Very nicely said that. So,
You can stay on water
what do you have to say for those who live in colder climates? In winter, isn't it nourishing to have warm foods?
See, I said go up to 40-50 degrees, fine. I don't say no. 40-50 degrees till the time the nutrition values don't get subside, digestive enzymes don't get reduced. So you can use this 40-50 degrees, but then cooking at a temperature above 100 degrees and destroying the nutrition value and eating is not a healthy science. I don't say you eat what is freeze down. You bring it to the body temperature or slightly above the body temperature. That's good enough. Sun heat is limiting to 40-50 degrees. You bring it to that temperature and you eat it. There's nothing wrong in winter. Absolutely fine. And to fire to that extent is fine. And then that time you use a solar cooker, it's super fine. Solar cooker to cook up to 40-50 degrees, very good. So yes.
Thank you, Pradeep. I know there are many questions, but we have reached at our time limit. I will definitely provide Pradeep's email ID. So if anybody has any questions, you can contact him. And thank you, Pradeep, for this wonderful session. And I think Pravin Uncle, I'm just going to invite JAINA Education Committee Chairperson Pravin Shah to say some few remarks. Pravin Uncle, are you there?
Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Sejal, for just running this show, and thank you very much, Pradeep bhai. Okay, whatever we do in China Education Committee, you really echoed everything over here. Okay,
Yeah.
you should know even at the age of 81, I don't take any medicines. And my wife, same way. Okay. At that one, because we've been vegan for more than 25 years.
Right.
Okay. And all the things what you are explaining it, okay, we've been echoed that one for last 25 years. And you can imagine I can even walk at the age of 81, 3 to 4 kilometers every day without any trouble. Okay, and all day I'm energetic. So it is similarly, okay, of course, some of the foods we do cook, okay, but it is very limited, very low. Okay, that is the point I'm trying to tell you. So it is, we are the another examples, if you want to look at it that way. But the way you presented everything, it is really, really great. I wish Jain community, particularly the scholars and Maharasahibs and Acharyas, really listen to this presentation, and like you explain about even Ambil, okay, having a green Ambil, that is the greatest things, the things are, okay. We need Jainism become like a kitchen religion. That's what my daughter even says. That is it. Jainism is a kitchen religion. This no, you eat this one you don't eat. This one is like that. There are many things to be done. Okay, live your life properly and natural way, and you will find everything's made it. So anyway, uh, we have modified all our books. China education books is already like there is no milk into it any place, okay, and many other things. And we are not even promoting don't eat kandmul or don't eat like that, because this is all ekindriya sense, very low, minimum violence, even if you consider it that way,
It's
then
an ego.
everything
It's an
else
ego.
what we are doing it. So anyway, what I'm trying to tell you, okay, we are really following what you are preaching it over here. Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Pravin Bhai, for giving me this opportunity. Whatever time I had, I tried to present all this thing, and I had to go very fast. Otherwise, each topic can take several minutes and several hours also. It would have been a very lengthy program. So whatever I have been given, I know I have talked something which is revolutionary. Certain people will be shocked to listen all this thing, but this is what exactly it is. And this is only can give you the health and the diet system or the religion which cannot bestow us health and energy. And then that really doesn't work out. And then we succumb to all these deadly medicines and we have to go for operations and surgeries. Now, how do we, contradictions are there and we really don't have an answer. So this is out of fundamentals what I have talked and what I believe that Mahavir Swami in Uttara Sutra, I feel he has talked of fundamentals only. So I was fascinated when I listened to all those things. He's also talking of a fireless diet. So all those things, whatever I have compiled, I might have. I thank you all for giving me this opportunity. And somebody, if he's offended, again I say, Kammet Thamna and Michami Dokudam. And again, thank you, Pravin Bhai and Sejal Ben and your entire team for making this program available for the masses abroad in USA. And we are there at your service. Whenever you want, you can always call us. We'll be there.
Thank you for
Very
coming.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Pradeep Bhai. And I have seen lots of comments. They all are really appreciating the teachings that you gave. So that will be really, really beneficial to all of them. There was one question for me that YouTube link. Yes, we will make this available on YouTube. Please subscribe to our channel, Jain Workshop USA, and you will be notified when this session is going to be uploaded. It might be a day or two before I will be able to completely upload this session. But we really want to thank Pradeep Bhai for his time. Thank you to Pravin Uncle he was the one who had seen your videos and he asked me and we were able to get you for this session today. So really thank you for coming. And we are going to end this session with Kamemi. Kamemi savvajive savve jiva kamantu me mitti me savabhuvesu veram majam nakinai. Thank you, Jai Jinendra, and thank you everyone for joining.
Jai Jinendra, Pradeep Bhai.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Absolutely.